What's the one thing that I almost guarantee 100% that you have been overlooking in giving your child the best opportunity for health? You know, we all have concerns at one time or another about our children's emotional well-being, about our children's physical well-being. I'm sure you make sure they're sleeping well, eating right with a balanced diet, playing with their friends and getting exercise. But are you perhaps overlooking one of the most simple and foundational aspects of health? The foundation of every cell, organ, and tissue in your child's body. And what is that organ system that controls all the chemistry of the child's body? Well, it is, as I'm sure you're saying, the brain and the nervous system. Well, have you ever heard of a subluxation? Well, a subluxation is simply stated a bone out of place that is pinching off the flow of life impulse from the brain to the tissue cells. A bone in the spine that is slightly subluxated or malpositioned, often occurring at birth through the modern birthing techniques, whether it's the 90 to 120 pounds of pressure placed on a child's neck when they go through a C-section, or whether it's the use of Pitocin that increases a mother's contractions of the uterus, forcing a child's head into the birth canal, putting extreme pressure on the neck of your infant. Well, why is it so important that you know what they are? Well, this is a simple study, an illustration of what happens in an infant. Schneier and Burns recently published the results of a triple-blind study looking at atlanto-occipital hypermobility and sudden infant death syndrome. Obviously, sudden infant death syndrome is a chilling phrase. Crib death kills many, many children in America every year. But they showed how atlas inversion, or the misalignment of the top bone of the neck, where the posterior arch of C1 enters the foramen magnum and actually puts pressure on the brainstem, blocking off the flow of health and healing messages and even vital signals with the respiratory reflex for the child to even be able to breathe. And of course, that kills kids. So we understand that that is a serious implication. What else happens to a child if it doesn't kill them in infancy? You know, the nervous system controls not only our lungs, but our heart, our digestion, our skin, our muscles, even trophic nerve impulses to the chondroblasts, or nerve impulses to the cells in your joints, are essential even for healthy joints of your children. So, and who are the only doctors qualified to detect and correct those life-robbing subluxations? Well, that would be chiropractors, of course. And we've been trained to detect and correct those subluxations in adults and children. I see kids, infants, on up to, I've seen one patient was up to 100. And we see a whole range of people from all different lifestyles. Is chiropractic safe for children? Absolutely. In one study by the ICPA, International Chiropractic Pediatric Association, looking at 10,000 adjustments of kids in Canada, US, and elsewhere, I think in England, and they showed no harmful effects of any of those 10,000 chiropractic adjustments of children's spines. And I will post that. They're actually doing a study now in Australia, the ICPA. So we proved that chiropractic is safe. We use no more pressure than what I would put on my eyeball in the case of an infant, and very little pressure in the case of children. So why don't parents ensure that every single child is checked on a regular basis? When we have so many stresses, so many forces placed on children's spines by the constant seated position, by the constant deficient diet with deficiencies in our modern agriculture, well, that's because most people believe chiropractic is only for back pain. You know, I had a patient coming in the other day, a new patient, filling out paperwork, and she was noticing all the children coming and leaving, getting spinal checks with their families. And of course, her concerned expression and her question was simply, are all these kids suffering from back pain? And my answer was, of course, certainly not. These are parents and kids. They're getting their spines checked so the child can grow their own health. You know, the best physician is the physician inside your child's body. And we release that flow of health and healing messages, that information from the brain that is vital as the cardiovascular blood supply to all the different organs. And we release that so the body can repair itself and so that the child can continue growing and developing optimally. So we want to give your child every opportunity to become all that they can possibly become, because we believe that our children hold the keys to our future as a community and as a society at large. So get your child checked here at Fall Chiropractic. We do free spinal checks for all children 17 and under, same visit as parent. So schedule your visit here at Fall Chiropractic. This is Dr. Brian Fall.